Hello there everyone, and welcome back to the American Revolution. So, as we've seen in earlier episodes, the Americans have bypassed most of the British here and have taken, where is it? The Chickasaw. I think it's actually called Chickasaw, the main place. So, as they've taken that, they pose a threat to the British, especially since they, with taking that town, they've got quite the base of moving in and attacking some of the places down here in the south. And so Hans is looking to further bolster the strength of the current British Indian allies, which are the Cherokee. And so he has recruited around 60, no, the less, 50 something Cherokee warriors, and he has brought them with him as he's paid for their equipment and their and the food they need to sustain themselves, and he has brought them to help the Cherokee attack the fort of Hillsborough. And since they're allies, there's not really a problem as long, of course, that the Cherokee are allies with the British, for them to take that, because that opens up the way to Charleston. However, that is not really what we're looking to do now. We're looking to help the Indians, or Hans is looking to help them at Hillsborough and take that fort from the Americans to sort of solidify the good relationships with the Cherokee, and hopefully have their help in this area, since they hold the Chickasaw River Fort and they own Etowah, and they also own Chickasaw, which will help the British move through the territory if the Cherokee sees the British as allies. And so that is what we're going to do, and we're going to join the Indians in the attack on Hillsborough. We will join the next assault. I will hold, let's hold our troops back a bit here. Actually, I was put in command of everyone, and we will, let's see, where do we have the Indian allies? There I have Indian allies. Charge, Indian allies. I'll see about keeping my cavalry and my Hessian grenadiers, my line infantry, my officers back out of the fight, and then we'll send in the archers, will be sent in as well, and the infantry. But I will keep the others back to make sure that they are ready to support the troops that will be taken down. But Hans will take part and join the Indians. You know what I should have done now, actually? That I should have actually sort of half dressed like an Indian. If you've seen that, there's like a documentary about what's it called? It's the British, anyways, and they're making their way to attack the French, and the French commander, or the French general in charge of a fort, goes ahead and he joins with the Indian allies, and he dresses up like one of the Indians to sort of facilitate their support. There are... oh yeah. Crap, we're losing tons of people here. Okay, everyone. Let's use... hold your fire, and everyone just charge in. Let's see about because I don't think they're gonna do too well with their with a bow and arrow. Right now it's not going too well for the Indians, but that's because they've neglected to clear out the sides here. Because you can't get to it right now. The stairs are gone on Hillsborough. So the problem is, of course, that as you can see, the Americans are able to fire from all sides as the Indians try to get in. So we got Americans over there. We got Americans everywhere. And they're firing at the Indians in the back, which is causing a lot of casualties. And I'm gonna see about clearing out as many of these as possible. Damn it! I'm missing this. There we go. But there's quite a few of them here. So it's going to take quite a bit of effort to actually get rid of all of these. Crap. Get rid of all of these Americans, but it looks as though it might have helped a little bit, or it's just... Oh wait, the gates are open. I could actually sneak in. Ah, no! I didn't strafe well enough. The fort doors are actually open. But once the Indians are actually able to get into melee combat, we should remove the banners, shouldn't we? Once they're able to actually get into melee combat, there is where we get the superior melee skills of the Indians, or at least with their axes they're really good. The bows, however, are not. But with all this fire going down upon them, where they're not really able to quickly close the distance with the Americans, it's hard for them to claim victory. Luckily though, the fort had, what, 160 something, and there were about 680 Indians plus plus Han's Indians. No, they did not charge him. But we can see now, once they actually get into melee, we can see quite a lot of more kills here for the Indians. So if you had a good mix of Indians to charge in melee charge, and then you had British troops to provide cover by firing, that would be quite the unstoppable force. Especially the Indian guys with the shields, because the shields are you cannot actually break the shields. I guess that one and these two are the last ones, or last So there's 4 of them left. But the Indians won't get there because the bots are too stupid and they go for that guy over there. But I think even if I just go ahead and retreat here, we will win the battle. Yes, we did. So Hillsborough has fallen, but quite a lot of Indians fell as well. I'll probably have to go and get some more from our Indian allies. Let's see if we can talk with the larger of these two. I will not forget how we captured Hillsborough together. I am honored to fight by your side. Thank you, great chief. That's a very... Oh, that... Attakulla. Kulankula. It's hard to pronounce the names. Let's see if there's... The Cree tribe and the Great Britain have made peace. And we've got a lot of other... I'm only interested in the messages concerning Great Britain. Turtle at home and Uisutta. Right, so the next target would then be to take Chickasaw from the Americans. We would need Indian allies for that. And then it would be claiming these 2 forts, which would technically more or less link up the territory quite a bit together with taking that. So taking these 2 forts and taking this will link it up to the range of forts we got through here. But the north has been quite neglected. So if we go at war with France, I'll immediately be transferred to the north to take out the French up here, take all of that. And if we go against the Iroquois, we'll have to take a lot of what they have here, since they took, or at least take back Toronto, and possibly I think those towns might actually be connected to Toronto. But anyways, we're gonna go ahead and recruit, and yeah, I'll see you when we're ready for an attack. And so we're ready with our Indian allies. I have quite a few of them, and then we have an addition of 81 British infantry. However, the Americans have their own Indian allies as well, and quite a few of their own men as well, totaling a number of 560 roughly, and they're led by none other than George Washington. But we'll see if we are able to defeat the Americans. Lead your men in the assault. Oh, it's another one of these battles, is it? Although the hill is a bit different. This will be interesting. I'll see about if I can scout what's on the other side. What we want to do is we want the Indian allies to be in the back, and then we want the line infantry to be in front. And then we'll move in the line infantry first to start shooting the Americans, and then once they're occupied, we'll send in our Indian allies to sweep in from the flank and hopefully crush them. Okay, so we've got... I wonder what he was thinking when he made this. Because this is... Oh, look at that! Then we could move up through here. We could hold the high ground there. And slowly make our way through this area. Around. And then we can have the Indians. So we'll have our Indian allies coming down there. And we'll have the line infantry coming up here. So over there, we'll have the Indians. And over here, we will have the British line infantry moving up through here and attacking the Americans down there. Let's see if we can get everything in order. The Indians are ready. The line infantry is having a bit more trouble getting into order that down there. Alan is trying his best, but it looks as though quite a few is stuck here and there. I think it's best to let them sort themselves out and then move up. Ah, crap. American sharpshooter almost murdered me. Oh crap, an Indian! Oh crap, there's more Americans coming up. I need to retreat off this hill. Oh, there's another one coming there. Forward infantry, forwards! Line infantry, I want you to get out there. Seems like we're having some difficulty advancing through here. Ah, damn it. I think it's a good plan though. Just need to be executed a little better and a little bit faster. Yeah, they moved up quite quickly onto the hill there. But we could see how the Indians could easily sweep over once the Americans take up the position there. But I'll have to send the British troops and the Indians up to their respective positions fast. And then we'll have to strike immediately, because it looks as though the line infantry on their own won't be able to hold down the Americans. We lost 40 men in the attack though, which is not good. 46 wounded, and we took out 53 enemies. We're gonna need more men if we're gonna do this. But it was a good start. What I probably did wrong was that I should have placed the British infantry up front, so we had started off with more British to move in there. But now I know how I will execute my plan, which is good. I just need more men to execute my plan. Right, this time we got it all sorted. Hopefully. Indian allies will move up. The line infantry will move as far over to the right as possible. And then we'll do a simultaneous strike. Line infantry, forwards! The Cherokee are already under attack. I will go and investigate what is going on. Have the Americans already Are they already... Oh yeah, one thing we have to do is tell the Indian allies to hold their fire. I want them all to go in melee. Indian allies, charge! Forwards! The British line infantry is doing well. Come on then, American skirmishers! Why are those Indian allies just standing there? Charge in! Oh crap. Ooh, needs a lot of fire. Come on, Indian allies! Charge! Get in there! My plan of the Indian allies didn't really work because it seems as though they don't really want to charge completely for some reason. But it provided some form of cover for my line infantry, I think. And now we'll try to straighten out the line infantry's their position there. Hold your fire, get in order. You know what, maybe I over what's it called? Over-planned this attack. What I should have done is just had my men charge over the hill and both of them would come together with the Indians charging in melee and the line infantry going and shooting them. Reinforcement has arrived, but it's not very many. One thing is good though, the fact that the British line infantry is so good at actually they've such good aim. Oh crap, loads of Americans turned up. Okay, I'm gonna call the retreat. We get back to the drawing board, back to the drawing board. This did not go well. The thing as well is that the Cherokee didn't want to be part of my plan because in the meanwhile that I was securing the men enough to attack the Americans. Oh, are those Americans? No, those are Indians. But I don't think there are Indians. I think there are enemy Indians. Or at least these two are definitely enemy. We'll have to retreat and come again. This did not work well. Colonel! We have been defeated once more. The Americans have a very good position up in those hills. Are there any troops actually coming out of the hill? Yeah, now some of them are actually coming out of the hills. There's a lot of fire coming down here. We're gonna have to rethink our strategy and come back here at another date. Oh, I thought this actually was a proper horse. Well, off we go. We lost 58 killed, 78 wounded. The enemy lost 95 killed. And I personally killed 16. Abandoned the siege. George Washington's party has been cut down to only 27 men. And the garrison is down by about 100 men. And it seems as though... No, they still have a lot of their Indian allies. But they're lower down in the sort of... in the line here. So we got... sort of more closer to the bottom, we got Chickasaw War Party Veterans 35 and 65 Chickasaw Hunters, War Party Braves 39. So they got quite a bit of those. And then they've got 62 American Footmen and American Minutemen 46. So they got still quite a lot of them. Also I noticed that they have the Chickasaw just standing around there. I'm not entirely sure if we are still at war with the Chickasaw, but it would be nice to completely send these guys off. But I don't think we are. So we'll have to beat the retreat. There was quite a bit of changes within the factions, so I want to just see who's at war with who. Great Britain is at war with United States. We were provoked, or recently, no, France has been provoked by us. So there's a risk they declare war. Oh, we also provoked the Spanish apparently. We have truce with the Cherokee, we have truce with the Choctaw and the Cree, and truce with the Santee. Defensive pact with the Iroquois. Britain is bound by truce not to attack the Chickasaw tribe. Suffered provocation. Ojibwe tribe. But I'm not sure where they are, and we're still at war with the United Provinces. So we're at peace with all the Indians. But we might have war with France and Spain pretty soon, because we somehow have offended them. Hopefully, though, we would have taken this by the time that war starts. I'm not sure where I would focus if France and Spain declares war at the same time. If I would focus on clearing out the Spanish down in the south, because then we could more or less force the Spanish away to the islands they have, Cuba and maybe Cancun and Veracruz, and we could take New Orleans, Fort Mobile and Fort St. Rose and Pensacola to sort of clear them out from there. But I'm not sure. We're gonna have to recruit a lot more men again. And I think though that my plan will work. It's just that the men couldn't really maneuver into the positions. So if I try it from the other way around, where we actually move through the area where we can move, so we'll have the line infantry going on the far left and moving up there in a line, shooting at the Americans, and then the Indians coming up through the center over the hill and clearing out those troops over there. Then I think it might work. So we'll have to test that out. Medium-sized group of enemies are trying to burn my village. Ah, it's 2 American parties. It's Marquis de Lafayette and Andrew Pickens, Colonel Andrew Pickens. They're raiding my village. The thing is, I am thinking about giving up the villages because they do not provide that much money. I am going to need aid because I have only 25 men ready to fight. Come on, join me. Say that you join me. Yes! Frederick joined me against Lafayette. Let's fight to the end. The thing is though, I think this episode has gone past the sort of what's it called? The timeline which I usually go for. Lafayette's troops. Let's see if I can control my men to come over here. Although I don't think I have that many. Most seems to be allies here. Alan turned up, and there we have my men coming here in the back. We'll have to move into a flanking position where we can flank the Americans. Our cavalry will charge with the rest of them, but I will hold back my line to form line here and flank the Americans. And then the few Indian allies I have left will charge in. Oh! Almost got assassinated by that dragoon. Good show, Indians. Ah, Oldman. He's the Hessians. He will stand behind the rest of them. The little line that we have. Oh yeah, the skirmishers. Oh, I think you're 7. Yes, 7, and we'll tell you to fire well. We seem to be doing sort of well, I think. I thought, but it turns out that we're probably not doing so well after all. Ooh, that American had a he had an axe in his shoulder. More British reinforcements turning up. But it looks like the reinforcement, the American reinforcement was going for my line. Yes, they were. Don't shoot my horse, you bastards! Hold the line, men! I'm not entirely sure what's behind that tree, but looks like we've taken the field. The Americans are running. Lafayette's party has been defeated, but if it weren't for that ally force turning up, we would have been lost. That was the guy I spotted earlier with the axe in his shoulder. Turns out it was actually stuck in his face. stolen the American flag. And there we go, victory was achieved. And this will also be the end of the video. So, I hope you guys enjoy this. And hopefully, I'll see you for the next one. Bye.